Next, we're going to take a look at migrating a third-party extension that actually had data stored in its own database tables. I see a reference here, a shortcode for an iGallery, and I need to see how do we get that back? How do we bring that functionality in? So I'm going over to the Ignite Gallery site and looking at their common questions. Now, different developers will have this information stored in different places, but here is the frequently asked question, how can I upgrade from Joomla 1.5 to 2.5 or 3? And the developer of the Ignite Gallery gives us a very thorough guide in how to do this. Manually transfer the galleries from Joomla 1.5 to 2. It says if you're going to 3, the steps are the same. This guide will transfer all the categories and images and profiles into the new site. So we have to be running iGallery version 2.7, some flavor of that, before we upgrade to Joomla 2.5. That was the version of Ignite Gallery where this whole profile structure got implemented. So the database tables, in order to get to 2.7, there was some work to be done. If you're not already on one of the 2.7 versions, then there are more guides to follow on how to do that. Fortunately for us, the BuddyWalk site was using Joomla 2.5.7 or higher. So we can proceed with the directions. We're going to phpMyAdmin and into the Joomla 1.5 database to export 3 tables. We're looking for JOS iGallery, JOS iGallery image, JOS iGallery profiles. So this is a control panel phpMyAdmin exercise. I've logged into the cPanel for my hosting account that has both the old and the new BBWA sites. I'm looking for my phpMyAdmin down here in the database section, and I have my old, this is my Joomla 1.5 database. And I'm looking for the tables for iGallery. So lots of database tables. I'm going to be looking for this one, and this one, and this one. Now, we're going to export, and by default, it wants to just export everything. So we're going to choose Custom, and then select those tables in this drop-down list. iGallery. I'm holding down Command to select the other 2. I'm not worried about comments or ratings. I just need those 3. I'm going to export it as a file in SQL format. All of this can just stay the same, and I say Go. What do I want to do with this? I'm going to save the file. It's going to be called iriswebs_bby old.sql. Okay. Next, I'm going to go to the Joomla 2.5, or in this case Joomla 3.3 database, and import the 3 tables. So we use the export, now we're going to go use the import. So back to my cPanel, back to my phpMyAdmin, and I want my new database. So make sure that you select that. Look for it up here across the top, Database, New, and this time we're doing an import. I browse for that file that we just downloaded, open it up. Now those 3 files came in with the JOS prefix because that was from the old site, but everything else on this website has a different prefix. So make a note of that, NV1MP, whatever yours is. These are randomly generated in the installation process. So what does he tell us to do next? The tables just imported have the old prefix. Go to each table and then Operations and choose to rename the table using the same prefix as the other new tables. So I need to take this one, Operations, rename. Not JOS, but NV1MP. Go. Then I'm going to do the next one. Operations, rename, go. And the final one. Operations, rename, go. It won't refresh over here until you do something else. So we now have our iGallery image, iGallery profiles with the correct prefix. Next, we need to go to the SQL tab in phpMyAdmin and paste in this SQL. Make sure that you change the zvquip prefix to match your own. So I'm going to copy that, go back to phpMyAdmin. I'm working on this database, and I want to do some SQL. So I'm pasting this in and then fixing those prefixes. NV1MP. And go. 91 rows in the tables were affected. It accomplished all of these things. What's next?